Alright, a cement truck driver starts out with 8 7/8 cubic yards of concrete, unloads 2.5, then unloads 3, then unloads 1 3/4, and they want to know how much is left. The hard way to do this would be to subtract these one by one. You could start with 8 7/8, subtract 2.5, get an answer. From that answer, subtract 3, get another answer. From that answer, subtract 1 3/4. But I'd like to get this finished while I'm still young, so I'm going to compress it a little bit. First thing I intend to do, what I just said would work, by the way. I'm just going to show you something that's a little bit quicker. All these are unloads. These are all amounts of concrete that come out of the truck. I'm going to add these together and get the grand total of concrete that he dropped off at all 3 stops. When I'm done with that, I will then subtract that number from 8 7/8, and I'll be done with only one subtraction. And that'll save us a little bit of work. So, the unloads are 2.5, and also a 3, and also a 1 3/4. Not real happy about this. These are mixed numbers. This one is just a 3. Could I do something to get that more into fraction form so it looks a little more like the others? Remember how you turn a whole number into an improper fraction? It was awfully short. You just put it over 1. That's an improvement. Now we've got all of our fractions, or excuse me, we have all our numbers in fraction form, which is going to make things easier for us. Next thing I plan to do is get all of these into improper fraction form. I like working with improper fractions, and I think you will too. It's going to make this go fairly smoothly for us. So, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5 over 2. This one's already an improper fraction. It's 3 over 1. I'll just leave it like that. And this one is 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7 over 4. Okay, they're all impropers now. No more mixed numbers to worry about. No more carrying. Now we need a common denominator, right? The numbers are 2, 1, and 4. Our common denominator will be what? Don't say 8, that's bigger than it needs to be. Just 4. 2, 1, and 4 all go into 4. Multiplying by 2 here will get me fourths. Multiplying by 4 here will give me fourths. And this one's already in fourths, I don't have to change it at all. So, now our fractions are 5 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus, next one, 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. And the last one just sits at 7 over 4. That helped because now our denominators are all fourths. And if they're all fourths, that means we're good to go adding them up. The answer will be fourths, of course. And how many will we have? 10 plus 12 makes 22. Plus another 7 makes 29 fourths. Unloaded. So that's the grand total amount that got dumped out of the truck during the day. Now we're going to subtract and see how much is left. We started with 8 7/8. We unloaded 29 fourths. Well, let's get some improper fraction happening here. 8 times 8 is 64, plus 7 is 71 eighths, minus 29 fourths. That's good. They're both improper fractions now. It's nice when our forms match that way. What do we need next? What do we always need when we're adding and subtracting? Common denominator. This one's eighths, this one's fourths. The smallest number they'll both go into is 8. If you said 32, that would have worked, but it's way too big. You don't have to multiply these numbers to get a common denominator. You just have to find a number they'll both go into. Sometimes that is one of these guys. This is already 8, so I'm going to leave that alone. Here I need to multiply by 2 to get eighths, and I must do the same thing upstairs. So, 71 eighths, no change there. 29 times 2 is 58. 4 times 2 is 8. Our denominators match. We're good to subtract now. 71 take away 58 is 13/8. So there's 13/8 cubic yards of concrete left in the truck. You could leave it in this form, or just in case you prefer a mixed number, let's do that. 13/8 means 13 divided by 8. 8 goes into 13 once. 1 times 8 is 8. 13 take away 8 is 5. Remember how you read this? You go clockwise from the top. The answer is 1 and 5/8. There's 1 and 5/8 cubic yards left in the truck at the end of the day.